It is the most wonderful time of year being at the Red Hot Dog Shop. As you can see, they're busy, folks, getting ready to serve up some great chili dogs, some chili, some wedding soup, chili and cheese fries. And there's incredible fish sandwiches and cheeseburgers, too. Now, also serving up some great basketball. CJ Better's RBA Holiday Classic, December 29th and 30th. I've been telling you about it for weeks, but I got the professional, the guy who put that preview together for the Beaver Allegheny County Times, and I got all my information from over the last week. But the sponsors for this year's tournament, it's all about my friend Chuck Better's raising scholar dollars for those scholar athletes. He's really given tens of thousands through the years, and it really has benefited these young men and women. Heritage Valley Health System, my friend Norm Mitri, the Times, obviously, Rose Transit, along with Barrow Subaru, Fry Transportation, Beaver Valley Auto Mall, the Community College Beaver County, the host, of course, at the Golden Dome, the Club at Shadow Lakes, Pat Gallagher, PGT Trucking, Tri-State Trailer Sales, Dale 9, keeping the heat on, Homer 9 and Sons, Jamie Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, December 29th and 30th at the CCBC Golden Dome. Okay, Thursday, you got Aliquippa and Quigley, the girls, Coach Michelle Wick, Bree Ellie Sims along with Jasmine Walker. Spartans got Coach Bill Del Tondo, Taylor Kirshner, Ashley Minor, Julie Etherson. Game time is at 11 a.m. on the 29th.
I think Quigley's a team, over the years, they've really built quite a program out there. I think a lot of people pay attention to people like Blackhawk and some of the bigger schools, but Rick Del Tondo is done out there too. He's really built a power out there for girls basketball.
All right, also that same day at 12:30, Central Valley and Freedom. Their coach is Chris Rasso, meaning Central Valley, Kalia Jones, Madison Hiltz, Caitlin Lyons, the Bulldogs coaches John Harsher, Bailey Friel, Tony Mitchell, Alexis Barlamas. That game is scheduled, as I mentioned, for 12:30. So Central Valley and Freedom, the girls.
You look at, again, another great coach at Central Valley, Chris Razzo, winning the state championship when he was at Hopewell, the Hopewell girls. So really, he's doing a nice job there at Central Valley, really, bringing that, keeping that Central Valley team, the girls program, really keeping it even keel.
All right, we move on now to the boys blue division. Beaver, Pine, Richland. Beaver County Times preseason ranked number 1, Pine, Richland, 21-7 last year. Andy Pobilski, the coach of Beaver. Darius Wise, that great quarterback, coming back for another season of basketball. He averaged 20 points a game last year. It will be Bryce Rammer and Tyler Wallace. Game time is 4 p.m.
Obviously, it begins then with Darius Wise. He's one of the best athletes in the county. Had a great football season. He's the main cog for Beaver.
All right, here we go, folks. One for the ages. Beaver Falls taking on Aliquippa. Coach Doug Diego. You got Bryce Staddy, Josh Creech, Malik Shepard just off the football field. And Aliquippa, their coach Dwight Hines, last year Whitfield PIAA state champ. They ran the table undefeated. You got Pruitt, also Cashaw, Thomas Perry, and that game is scheduled for 8:30.
Yeah, that's a great rivalry in Beaver County, no matter whether it's football or basketball. It's going to be interesting to see how Aliquippa does. New coach, they lost a lot of players from last year. Beaver Falls has a lot of guys coming back. Obviously, Jeter's not going to play, but Josh Creech he's one of the best players in the entire WPIAL. So
yeah, Donovan Jeter, Mike Myers writing in the Beaver County Times, one of the greatest Tigers of all time, coming off that big win against Middletown. We'll talk more about that in a moment. He is going to go to Michigan, start his classes in January. Boys Gray Division, Lincoln Park versus Highlands. Coach Mike Barasky, Nellie Cummings, and Keno Holmes. Let's talk about that.
Well, Nellie Cummings has started off the season, I think, 45 points in the season opener. Keno Holmes, the son of LeVar Arrington. So, I mean, he's a great legacy there. So, obviously, I think Lincoln Park is going to be the cream of the crop this year.
And I love the Beaver County Times preseason rankings. These guys and girls are usually pretty close, spot on. And you have got Highlands in this basketball game, and they are preseason ranked 1 in Class 5A.
Oh yeah, that's another good thing about this tournament. We talk about all the local teams, but the people at CJ Better's on the committee, they really bring in some great outside talent too. That's again, you see some of the teams that are coming in.
All right, well, one more game scheduled in the Gray Division to talk about at the CJ Better's Holiday Basketball Classic. It's Scholar Dollars. Mr. Betters takes all the proceeds and gives it to young athletes to help them further their education. He's been doing it for years. It is a gem of a holiday basketball tournament, December 29th and 30th at the CCBC Golden Dome. Central Valley and Monessen. Coach Brandon Ambrose, Dave Ambrose, a big part of this wonderful tournament. His son, Michael Simmons, Parker Hudson, and Terry Woods, a couple of the players coming back. And Menneson, Beaver County Times preseason ranked #1 in Class 1A. So there you go.
Yeah, you look at Central Valley, Brandon Ambrose, he gets the most out of those kids every year. They don't have necessarily all the size and everything, but he gets these kids in there and just, end down on the floor. He just brings out the best of these kids, and they've had a successful program, winning the championship a couple years ago. So he's been a great hire out there.
All right, here we go. Let's look back at what happened over the weekend in Hershey. Obviously, Clairton lost. Lamont Wade, though, had an amazing career, 7,075 yards during his time at Clairton. What's next for him?
He's going to make his college choice on Saturday. I wouldn't be surprised to either Pitt or Penn State. He's got the 5 schools on his list, but there's just a feeling it's going to be one of the 2 local schools. I'd like to see him go to Pitt. I'd like to see Pitt really get another player of that caliber, but I wouldn't be surprised if Penn State.
Yeah, they lost a tough one, but Steel Valley got a win. Paris Ford, where's he at?
Yeah, I'd like to see him at Pitt too. So
Okay.
But again, it's going to be interesting to see where some of these kids. Really, the whipping over these kids. We really get a rush to Division I talent over these last few years. Major Division I kids. So Steel Valley, what they did this year was amazing.
All right, and it was Central Catholic, Terry Totten taking it on the chin. It would be a definite, huge win for them if they would have pulled that off. This is truly one of the best teams the state has ever seen. St. Joseph Prep. DeAndre Swift, who is headed to Georgia, had a big game, but the winner are Beaver County, Beaver Falls Fighting Tigers. And Ryan Matsuck would have been here tonight, but his kids had basketball games, so he's being a good dad. And I knew Mr. Equals could handle it, but he knows Ryan better than anyone else. Obviously, Uncle Gene, Father Dan, they've all won state titles now. Beaver Falls gets the first for a county team since '03, and they forced 6 turnovers. And Darrell Carter, 95 yards rushing, an interception. Malik Shepard, 115 yards and 2 interceptions. And Dalton Cleckley just played great defense the entire time, as did Donovan Jeter and that entire Beaver Falls team. Observation.
That really was a it really was a team effort. When you look at what they did, you see a lot of these games, and sometimes maybe 1 or 2 players stand out, but for Beaver Falls, everybody really stepped up. There was somebody in every quarter doing something well. Donovan Jeter had one of the better games I've ever seen. Obviously, Malik Shepard, he's going to be the major recruit next year as a senior, and he came through just as you would expect.
You did a great job in the preview, and I know it was a team effort. I love it. I always look forward to it. Any other observations of some teams, obviously, that are not playing at the C.J. Better's RBA Holiday Classic that you just want to mention?
I'm trying to think some of the better teams we're going to have in the area. Obviously, every year, Blackhawk girls are a tremendous team.
Maybe a lot of it.
Yeah, they have just so many. They have, I think, 4 Division I kids on their roster. That's amazing. Their best player is a freshman. Bobby Amelia's daughter is just a freshman, and she's got several offers. So I think they're going to be one of the better girls teams locally. I think we talked about Beaver. We talked about them a little bit. They're going to be an excellent team. It's going to be really Beaver County in general. The basketball in the Pittsburgh area is really on the rise, and in Beaver County, people are seeing that too.
Listen, it's all in the chili dogs or the Brighton hot dog shops. That's what makes the athletes so great in the place that we call home. And remember, there is no place like home. Have a great holiday, and remember the Papa family always open to serve you and your families during the holiday season. C.J. Better's RBA Holiday Classic, December 29th, 30th at the Community College Golden Dome, Beaver County. Enjoy.